Welcome to Kipping Up with Wrestling!
Welcome to episode 10 of Kipping Up with Wrestling, recorded on January 11th, 2018. This month is already half over. It's crazy. Thanks for joining us. All links to our junk are all in our show notes. So let's get the show in the ring. Today we have Jason.
Howdy.
I saw you were drinking, so I was trying to get in there real quick.
Yeah, thanks. Waiter
You're
coming up.
welcome. We have Zach.
What's going on?
Not much. I hear you're not a ping pong champion.
No, I lost my status as the number one ping pong player in the world this week, and I'm pretty devastated about it. But it's time to go back and train and figure out what I need to do next to become a
Gotta
world
get back
champion.
at it, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You were the title holder previously, correct?
Yep, I won my third Walnut Cup, and I held it for 6 months, and then I lost it to Ivan Kovinkovich, the Russian. He defeated
Of
him.
course.
Yep. Yep. It was it's pretty devastating, but I'm ready for IPPA 8 to come
You're
around.
gonna need a sweet training montage to overcome the wily
That's so
Russian.
cool, yeah.
Yeah. I've started doing steroids, so
Good.
That's
That'll really
smart.
help in ping pong.
That's part of the
Smart.
IPPA is that it's actually encouraged that you do as many drugs and steroids as you
It's
can.
like that old Saturday Night Live bit about the all drug Olympics. Did you
Exactly.
ever see that?
Yeah, I want prime athletes.
Where the guy ripped his arms off trying to lift the weights. He ripped his arms off. That's gotta hurt his chances.
So many of the wrestlers do steroids, and they're doing so well. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
They all
why
live
can't I bring
long.
steroids into ping pong.
yeah, you're
Yep.
gonna be fine.
I think
Yep.
so.
Let's see. Joey is going to join us soon.
He's
Yeah, he
washing
killed-
his balls.
He still hasn't overcome defeat from Saturday, so he's still drowning in his ping pong sorrows.
Let's
And he's
see.
also doing steroids. So.
yes,
Yes.
obviously.
Yeah.
He's just gonna come in roided out of his mind.
I'm Shannon, and I did not play in a ping pong tournament, but life's pretty good anyway. So
Yeah.
I mean, not as good as ping pong tournament.
Oh yeah. Obviously.
life.
The glitz and glamour.
Yeah, that high flying lifestyle, but I do okay. So
He's living the gimmick.
living the dream. Let's see. I am super excited this week to talk finally
We have a good topic.
about
Yep.
Wrestle Kingdom 12. Yeah. So
Boom, 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 boom.
I was like last weekend. I was kind of glad we didn't do a show because I wasn't able to watch it before. Because it was.
Yeah, we were watching it that night.
Yeah, we were watching it
Same
when
here.
we were recording, or when we would have been recording. So it was
I
really
would
fun
have
to
felt
see it.
just weird to have a discussion at that point without addressing that.
I would have felt,
Yeah.
yeah, totally. Like I'm sitting here, like all I want to do is go watch Wrestle Kingdom. This is stupid, and so I wouldn't have been engaged at all in any
Mhm.
other conversation, even though there's other wrestling to talk about. But that's kind of how I felt about it anyway. So took a
It
week
was hard
off.
for me. It was hard for me to even engage at work because I didn't go on my phone at all. I stayed in the bubble all day.
Yeah, me
Oh.
too.
I just wanted
I-
to get out of work and watch wrestling.
I was so opposite. I had like the Twitter hashtag, and I was like following it and like catching like everyone's
Really?
thoughts and everything. Yeah, like I
You didn't
know-
care about spoilers.
You
I
knew
don't-
everything that happened before.
Yeah.
Did you tell Jason or no?
No.
No, she didn't.
He doesn't want to
Yeah.
know that.
I didn't know anything, which was cool.
Yeah.
But
That's how I went into it. One of the guys at work is big into wrestling too, and he's like, Shan, he doesn't care. He just went and looked at all during work. So I walked into his office. I'm like, hey, did you catch Wrestle Kingdom? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, no, shut. I haven't heard nothing yet. Don't say anything. Oh, you're
Yeah.
staying in the bubble?
Yeah.
It was a tough day at work.
I
Yeah.
Not on
bet.
Twitter or Facebook at all.
Whew.
Do we want to dive into that?
Yeah, let's hit some Wrestle Kingdom.
Totally.
It was long.
So it was really long. So I was thinking I pull up the
we don't have
results.
to
and we
cover
can-
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the New Japan Rumble was like whatever. It was.
Yeah, it was kind
was-
of different though how you could pin them.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
just for listeners, Wrestle Kingdom 12, in case you don't know, it's not a WWE pay-per-view. It is the New Japan Pro Wrestling pay-per-view. It's their WrestleMania type of deal.
Yeah, it's their big one.
And it was like 6 hours. Like total.
Something like that.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's long. Anyway.
At the world famous Tokyo Dome.
Yeah.
Yep.
They had over 30,000 in attendance, I think I heard
Something like
someone
that.
say.
Yeah,
I read in the news Wrestling Observer newsletter today that it was the biggest drawing audience in like 16 years that wasn't a WWE event.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
So yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I love
And,
the difference in the audience styles, like there. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
everyone
you
sits-
noticed like when people went into the barricades, you didn't have people touching them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a
Nobody
big
does
like
that.
space between them too. Like there was like 2 separate rows of like barricade.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And it's almost like they watch with such respect. It's like golf claps.
totally.
Something good happens. It's like, oh, that's impressive. There's
Yeah.
no
They're all
chance.
sitting. Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
all
no one's going crazy.
Yep. And except for the very shrill Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny! Because the girls love Kenny Omega.
Oh,
Like
I
those
love-
dudes in the back who were all wearing Bullet Club, who obviously flew in,
Yeah.
were just loud and yelling
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, right. You
The
can hear them
guys
like, oh,
yelling. Yeah.
those
Yeah.
dumb Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the really funny thing like the barricades are so close to the people, and when someone does get rammed into it, like it hits the people's knees as they're sitting there. Like it's really, really, it seems dangerous almost, but
It's cool watching a
That's their
different
style.
type of wrestling atmosphere. It's
yeah,
like so different than
Yeah.
WWE.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice change.
Mhm.
I really like how it's almost unpredictable. Like the flow of the match is totally different.
Yeah.
Like in WWE, you get to the point where you can kind of like predict, like, well, this person's getting a push, so they're probably gonna win. Like, but in New Japan, like, no, like I don't know their flow yet, I guess,
Mhm.
so I can't really
Right.
predict it.
It's also from just not watching as much. You don't know the storylines, so you're almost gonna be surprised on whoever wins
Yeah,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
a point. But
Yeah, but there were some awesome matches. The New Japan Rumble was like fine.
Cheeseburger was in it. Got me a
Yeah, that was cool, and
That
he
would
was
pop out of me.
one of the last 2, which was a nice little
Yeah.
moment for him.
yeah, that was so awesome. I love Cheeseburger, and so I was really happy. He gets a lot of cheers too, so it's really nice that he's like so supported.
He had an
Wonderful.
awesome little showing at the New Year's Dash the day
Oh,
after.
did he?
Mhm.
Yeah,
yeah, that was
It was
really cool.
him and Roppongi 3 against the Elite, and Cheeseburger got a lot of offense against Omega and the
It was
Bucks. Like,
hilarious. Like him and Omega are in the ring and they're chanting for Cheeseburger. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is crazy. Like
Yeah.
this would
Yeah.
never happen.
that was a fun match the next day. But so that was that whatever. And the Young Bucks made a history, or they extended their championship reign, or amount of times winning the tag titles
Yeah, they won for
against
this.
Roppongi 3. 7
won-
times, right?
Yep, 7-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. It's a mouthful.
Yes.
Still, their championships.
Yeah. But that was fun. It was a fun match.
It was a good
There-
match, and I feel like people that say the Young Bucks don't know psychology, like they both of them worked the back. The guy on
Oh, yes. And the next day in that match with Cheeseburger, I want to say, was it Matt
Oh,
Jackson
yeah.
who really hurt his back?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Matt.
He
Yeah.
sold the hell out of it the next
The
day.
next day, him and the guy they were
One of the Roppongi 3, he was hurt. And
He
they
was
both
hurt.
were like about to go up and lock up. They're like, nah, I can't do it.
they're both like holding their backs and stuff. And,
Yeah.
like half their moves had to do with their hurt backs, and so it was hilarious.
And there was
That is
one
good.
spot
Just real
where they
quick,
both kept
just
trying to
hold on,
lock up,
hold
and
on.
they both were like,
Hold on. One
Oh, I'm sorry.
real quick, just wanted to make sure we introduce Joey. He finally joined
Oh,
us.
okay.
Oh, hey guys,
It's-
I'm
Okay.
That
Mr.
way-
Late today.
That way he can interject and people aren't like, "What? Who the hell is this guy?" Okay, go ahead.
I was
or he just interrupts me and I'm talking. I but it was Matt Jackson and one of the Roppongi 3. They kept locking up, and it was hurting him too much. So they both at the same time went like, "No, it's not worth it," and went and tagged out. It was a really cool spot.
Yeah, he was selling when they came out with Omega for the Omega Jericho match. He was like limping with his back. He was
Yeah,
catering it. It was pretty cool.
it was great. Yeah, so that psychology, like he sold better than a lot of the WWE roster does.
Hmm
There was
so
one
yeah.
point at which he was like gonna lift the guy, but then his back gave out, so he ended up dropping him on himself.
Yeah,
It's like, this
yeah.
is so funny.
Yeah.
I like that stuff. It may be ruining wrestling, but I adore
It's
it.
not ruining wrestling. There's always been bits like that in wrestling.
I think it's
Um,
even wrestling.
Yeah. So the next match was the Gauntlet Match, where one of the best friends
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
Ishii and Yano won the 6-man tag belts, and I still can never get over them calling that the 6-man. It doesn't make any sense
That
to
makes
me.
no sense to me. Tag team
Yeah.
is, teams of 2. This is the teams of 3. I don't know why they call it 6-man. I know there's 6 people in the ring, but they don't call tag
the
teams
regular one.
4-man.
Yeah.
So it's just bizarre to me.
That's true. I really don't understand that. Never really put thought into it though.
Yeah.
Math, man.
I like
Bugs the
seeing
hell out of me.
Dorado
It's
win.
not adding up.
Yeah, the math. You're right. It doesn't add up. Took me a minute.
Right, I don't know.
I don't know.
6-man divided by 2 belts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. The next match was awesome. I was really surprised by the Ibushi Cody match.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
I
I really
was
like though
expecting
that Cody
okay.
lost his belt, but they still had the match. So like it keeps it unpredictable, in terms of in terms of the matches before or leading up to an event. You have a match with him, not necessarily a title shot, because if he doesn't have the title at that point, in WWE we always just take it for granted. Well, we know he's going to have the belt still because he has the match at WrestleMania coming up. So but in this one they no, he doesn't have the belt, but we're still doing the match. It's like,
and as an aside, we watched this week's Ring of Honor before recording, and they're not going in the direction of a rematch with Dalton and Cody, which I think is cool, because I don't really think Cody doesn't need the belt.
No, he's too big of a star right now. It doesn't matter if he has it or not.
Yeah.
So it's cool that, and Shannon and I were kind of talking. He's Ring of Honor is talking about having their best year ever, and a large part that is Cody. Say what you will about him, but he's made that title, I think, more meaningful.
He brought a lot of eyes to Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
No,
So Dalton Castle winning it, I think, was a bigger deal than if he would have won it a year ago.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I think, he brought a lot of eyes to Ring of Honor, but everyone, all of the talent there keeps the eyes watching. They have so much talent there. It's like, why
once
haven't
you
we
give it a
watching
chance,
this?
once you give it a chance, you're automatically hooked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And did you got any of you guys watch this week's Ring of Honor?
No, I didn't.
So there was a great part. Dalton Castle, it was his first time being on since he won the title, so he opened up the show with his celebration.
Monologue. I watched that part of it. I seen that clip.
Did you see when Jay Lethal came out and he had the boys as chairs?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, so crazy.
He was like, he wanted to talk to Jay Lethal. He's like, sit down, and one of the boys Dalton sat on him, and the other one, made a bridge or a seat for Jay Lethal to sit down in. It was very funny.
I just listened to Dalton Castle. He was just on Sam Roberts' podcast.
I want to listen to that.
And he was talking about when he tries to find boys, like when he goes to different towns. He's like, I just tell the ring crew to line up and say, line up, boys, shirts off. Gotta find my boys for this town. It was so funny.
God,
That's
so
hilarious.
But speaking of Cody, that crossroads, that
Off
Coda,
the
Yeah.
apron. Oh,
off the apron. Oh my god,
That's the hardest part of the ring.
yeah.
I have that saved on my phone. Literally.
Just keep
That's
watching over and over
awesome.
again.
It was brutal. The angle and the way he sold it was
Yeah.
all really good.
Yeah,
So that match, I expected it to be good, but I was very pleasantly surprised on how good it was.
it's just great how Cody carries himself like a champion.
Yeah, he has a swagger to him
Exactly.
now. Yeah, and it was cool, and it was a cool finish. Next one we had, and this was one that I barely remember: the Evil and Sonata versus Killer Elite Squad.
That was a pee break.
Yeah, it was fine, but I
Is that
don't
the little
remember.
Davey Boy Smith Jr.?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I remember just seeing Davey Boy Smith and just thinking how much he looks like his dad. That's about it.
he does, and David Finlay looks the opposite of his dad.
Yeah, that was really weird when he came in the Rumble.
Didn't you say that?
Yeah.
You're like, is that Finley's dad? And he said,
Yeah.
and of course, the son of famous WWE wrestler Finley. Oh,
Yeah, I was so surprised. I heard Finley. I'm like, there's no way that guy's related.
At first,
to
I thought it was
Finley.
his grandson.
Yeah, that was
But-
weird.
Yeah, and then any guys' thoughts on the Goto Suzuki match?
That was a good match.
that was very.
It
good.
was. That was the hair versus hair one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised. That's one of the matches that I didn't know anybody in. I had no idea who either of the guys were,
Mhm.
and
I
I
knew
was
Suzuki.
I was very surprised in how good that match was. Up till that point, I thought that was like one of the better matches of the night.
Until the next match.
The
Yeah,
fatal fall.
pure wrestling.
That was so fucking good.
Oh, the fatal four way.
Yes.
Oh,
bro.
unreal.
I think
Unreal.
that's one where Marty Skrull didn't win, but I saw a lot of people take notice of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like him on the biggest stage, and he delivered. and was like the
He was
star.
great.
Him and Osprey were like the stars of that match.
Yeah.
And Osprey is unreal.
Osprey's, yeah, he's so good.
Our Discord, they didn't know who Marty Scurll was. The one guy, and he was like, "Who? Like, this guy's awesome." His ring entrance was amazing too. Like, he had the wings.
The
Yeah.
wings.
Yeah,
he knows his character so well.
What did he
and
say?
then-
Like, try getting that through the airport or something?
Yeah,
like?
he was tweeting that as like it was so hard to get through the goddamn airport. These huge mechanical wings that he was making himself stuffed into a suitcase. What are these, sir?
Yeah.
My wings.
Their
bird.
wings.
You're under arrest.
For what? For my wrestling entrance? Like
That was
everybody
fun.
else here, obviously.
Yeah,
I
I
just
feel like
downloaded.
he's just gonna keep blowing up and
Oh,
getting
yeah.
bigger.
Yeah.
I downloaded his song to my iPod.
Yeah.
So good.
Welcome to the game.
Yep.
I want a one of his umbrellas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, he
But yeah,
did-
but Will Ospreay won, so I want to say I don't remember him winning a title in New Japan. Is this his first one?
I believe so.
I could totally be wrong, but
I
I'm
know
like,
he-
okay. I guess it was good for him to win.
Yeah, he rarely ever beats Skrull because like
Yeah,
the announcers were making that like three
Yeah.
things guaranteed in life is death, taxes, and Skrull beats Osprey.
yeah. I like their
Didn't-
yeah. They seem to have like a
Didn't
cool
Skrull
rivalry.
beat Osprey for that title though?
I'm not sure to be honest.
I can't
Oh,
remember if
wait.
that was Ring of Honor or New Japan. I can't remember.
I get him so mixed up because
That's the New Japan title
Yeah, no,
Hmm.
but I'm saying I think he beat Osprey for it.
at one of the Ring of Honor pay-per-views.
Or I don't know if it was at a Ring of Honor pay per view or a New Japan pay per view. I don't remember. I know.
You totally could be right.
Yeah, I that's what I'm pretty sure. Or maybe
Okay.
it was a triple threat. I don't remember.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So hopefully they keep going with them because
Yeah.
they seem to have an awesome rivalry.
No, definitely.
They're
Yeah.
very different styles, but they work really well together.
Hmm. Will Osprey has some of the craziest flying moves that you'll ever see.
He does. And I
I like-
love Skrull calling his shots,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chicken wing.
breaking fingers. I have to look away.
Oh, I don't
so
like the breaking of the
cool.
fingers, but
Yeah.
it works so well.
One of our cynical friends that like hates wrestling. He was sitting there watching Wrestle Kingdom with us. Is right when Marty Scurll did the finger snap. He looked away. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Like, this stuff's so
And then-
fake." And he's seen that, and he couldn't watch anymore. He's like, "That's disgusting."
Yeah.
Why is he watching Wrestling Kingdom if he doesn't like wrestling?
Because
we're
everyone
s-
else was.
Yeah, he was just kind of forced
He's
to.
like, well, it's either this or go home.
Yeah, he was laughing during the Young Bucks match too, and
Yeah.
one of them was trying to tap out, and he wasn't letting them tap out. That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's really cool.
We
He
have a-
wanted to act like he wasn't enjoying it, but he was.
We have
Yeah.
a friend. Well, you guys, Zach, you know Slurms.
Yeah.
He likes the stories of the really silly stuff when we tell him about like the stuffed animal cat Daryl and
Yeah.
and stuff about the Young Bucks and stuff. But he wants wrestling to be like 100% that. Like he doesn't like it when they're pretending to get all serious and stuff.
All
So he like won't really watch it because he gets annoyed with the rest of it.
Have
Yeah.
you guys seen like the stuff on Twitter they're talking about with the 10,000 seat arena?
Yep. All
Ring of
in.
Honor? Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you see the one where Daryl Takahashi put a picture of himself? Said, "I'm
No.
all in." It's just a picture of the cat.
Oh
All in.
no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
That's
I don't even
so
think
they
the
announced
regular-
the date, right?
Yeah, September 1st.
They didn't announce where yet.
No, if they do Chicago, I'm going. That's not too far from us.
Yeah. And I know there was some concern because they posted one with like a lot of the Bullet Club, including Omega, and then they deleted that, and then there was people wondering, oh, is Omega not going to be there? And then he tweeted it, and that was right around the time the news broke that he had signed an extension for New
Yeah.
Japan, so he'll be there. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, what do you guys think of him signing an extension with New Japan?
I thought he was already signed through
Yeah.
2019.
No, he was signed to the end of this month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then that probably better that I didn't know that because I'd have been more bummed. But I don't know. I'm fine with it. If he
Yeah.
keeps putting on great matches, he's getting just as much exposure over there.
And
As
he's
will be
doing
here.
more. than
Yeah,
I
and
think he can do.
my fears like if he comes to WWE, I feel like there's a good possibility he gets the Finn Balor. Like
Yeah.
Totally.
He's-
I think he doesn't have the creative freedom. I am
Really-
totally fine with him never going to WWE.
I am honestly too. At one point, like if you would asked me that a year ago, I would have been like, no, he's got to come.
yeah.
I'm totally fine with him if he just stays over there the rest of
I
his
really
life.
like him in New Japan because I like Kenny Omega as he is, and I don't think that would be allowed at WWE. And
No.
part of me would really like for people who don't watch anything but WWE to see Kenny Omega like a lot, but I don't know if you would. You know, I don't know if you
Yeah.
would really see what I would expect to see.
I don't think so.
It's better off. You know what? Branch out. Watch something else.
Yeah.
And I don't mean this.
I mean, it's better to have other organizations out there that are
It
putting
is.
on.
Competition's healthy for
Yeah.
business, and I don't mean to be bagging on WWE like this episode at all. I love WWE, but it's Wrestle Kingdom, so I'm a little fangirling over here about this
Yeah.
right now. All right, that's all. Go
Yep.
ahead.
Well, like before, I would always wanted like Kenny Omega to come to WWE to have like matches with someone like AJ Styles and Finn Balor and all them. But now I'd rather see them all go to New Japan like Jericho did and have matches over there.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's flip-flop.
I love WWE too, but I don't think if they did Omega Jericho at a WrestleMania, it would have, and we'll get to that, it would have gone as well as this did.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I mean the angle, the way it was executed, the way the feud was built up, it wouldn't have been like that. It wouldn't have been that good, I don't think. So
It was a long match too.
yeah.
Had time.
So we'll
Yeah.
we'll get to that. The next
Sorry.
match, Jay White versus Tanahashi. I thought I was kind of let down by this
Me
match.
too.
Yeah.
I was bummed.
Jay White seems posed to break out.
He
Yeah.
still is gonna break out. He's only like what 23, 24.
Yes, and again, going back to New Year's Dash, Kenny Omega tried to induct him into the Bullet Club, and he turned them down.
Yep.
And he gave Omega the Blade Runner, and I guess at one of the press conferences, he joined Chaos with Okada,
Yeah, he joined Chaos.
and he flat out said, "I'm joining them because it seems they get the title shots, and then I can take on Okada." So he's like telling the leader of the faction right there, I'm coming for you. So it doesn't seem like he's gonna lose the edge, even though Chaos, aren't they mostly baby faces?
I'm not really sure.
Shinsuke started them, so
And Okada is like their ultimate baby face.
yeah, because they were started when they were the opposite of Bullet Club, so
Right.
that's Shinsuke formed them once Bullet Club was in their thing.
Okay. So it'll be interesting to see Jay White
No, definitely.
gel with them.
Tama Tonga, I think it was him. He had said something after New Year's Dash. They were talking about. He said Jay White didn't want to join the Bullet Club, huh? Maybe we sent the wrong guy to recruit him. Kind of playing up that Kenny Omega leaving Bullet Club stuff.
So at New Year's Dash, a match ended and Cody was going after Ibushi, and he was about to give him a chair shot. And Omega ran in and stopped him, and they started screaming, and they had to be pulled apart. And that's when Omega tried to recruit and said, "We need some stability." And that's what I said to Shannon after it blew up. I'm like, "This is going to progress that storyline of, do we really trust Omega as our leader if he's making decisions like this?"
Yeah.
And Tama Tonga seems like the ultimate shit stirrer.
Yeah. Right.
So that'll be fun. And then they did that whole being the elite with ice cream.
Yeah.
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 TE goes drug free.
Yeah.
We need some storylines to do, and just Omega and Cody Rhodes are just glaring at each other. I don't know what we could do.
Yeah. That was cool.
That was awesome.
So let's get then to Omega and Jericho. They had a lot of time. What do you guys think?
You guys want to even talk about
35
this
minutes.
match?
That was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
It's hard for a match that had so much hype to live up to it and deliver on all aspects.
And
Especially when one of them was 47.
Yeah, he just had the best match of his life, probably.
it was
He
amazing.
might have,
Just
yeah. I could
amazing.
totally see that argument.
Meltzer gave him a 5-star.
Yeah,
Did
I
he?
saw
Wow,
that.
I
Star,
didn't see
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. It was fantastic. We watched it twice.
Yeah,
It
I
was
want to
so
watch
good.
it again.
Never before have I don't remember the heel beating the shit out of the ref's son. The ref's family.
Found a-
Look at him! Look at your son!
and the ref can't do anything.
No. He was completely helpless.
I love.
my
Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I
No,
love
you
when
go ahead.
Jericho was taunting the crowd with the Kenny, making fun of him. I was like, oh, that's so Jericho. I love it.
I love Jericho. Whenever he has someone in submission, ask him! Ask him!
One of my favorite parts as we watched it again was after Jericho hits that lion salt and the crowd starts cheering, he has like the biggest shit-eating grin on his face.
Yeah, he's like
I
kind
got
of
a
happy.
palm in my hand.
when Omega pins him, right when he's going to pin him, you see Jericho like smile and I think say like "great match" or something like that.
Really?
While he's getting pinned.
Oh,
He says
You just, gave,
something.
you just gave me goosebumps. I'm such a
Yeah.
nerd. That sucks.
Yeah. No, it was
It's so emotional.
Yeah, I know.
there
I
was-
love Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The one-winged angel with the ropes like I love how they still protect that move. No, he didn't kick out of it. He took the easy way out. But
Yeah.
It's because he's a veteran. He has good ring awareness, so he knew where he was at. But that one-winged angel into the walls was sweet.
Yeah, and then he turned it into Lion Tamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anybody counter the one-winged angel. I've seen people get out of it, but not like counter into a different move.
No.
I don't
Probably
think
happened, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I only remember people getting out of it before he locks it in.
Yes.
So I don't know.
My one spot that I liked was when I forgot when in the match it was, but they already got the chairs out. Jericho goes to hit him with the flimsy Japanese chair, and it's already broken, so it's just the frame.
Yeah.
So he picks up the back of the chair and just throws it at him with the hit. Take that!
I almost wondered if that hurt more.
Yeah.
Probably
Because it didn't have like the flat part to absorb the hit.
They were both bleeding too. Kenny bladed, but Jericho was legit bleeding out of he had like a cut on his ass.
He had like mat burn or something.
Yeah. I
Well, the next day at the New Year's Dash, Omega was just ridiculously bandaged up.
That's why I love New Japan, because they totally sell the injuries. Like, you bled a little bit. Here's mummy Garms.
Yeah.
I love as soon as the matches are over, like when they're major matches like that, the medical team's right out there checking their eyes, with the flashlights and stuff, and like.
I love the ice packs on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
I think it was after Jericho, like they had a press conference after Jericho's like, I'm leaving this stupid country. I'm getting on a plane tonight. I'm done with it. And then the next day he's attacking Naito.
He attacked Naito. Which I didn't realize the whole storyline for that was in the press conferences leading up to Wrestle Kingdom. Naito was saying, I'm a little bit pissed. I worked my butt to get here, and the focus is going off of the main event I earned. So like I really like that storytelling.
Yeah, he was mad that they called it a double main event.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Jericho started not bitching, but he started like calling him like, why are you bitching about being double main event? We're just bringing more money to the stuff. But I'm sure it was all like planned.
Oh, totally. But I think it's a great way to
it's a good angle.
Organically have that feud start.
Yeah. Because I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, all in all, it was a great match. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good, though.
Totally. It seems like watching it twice, it seemed like one of those matches that's going to hold up over time.
Yeah, exactly.
And will be one to throw on and watch every once in a while.
Because it felt like a fight. Like right from the get-go.
It felt like they were, went through a war.
Hated each other.
Yeah.
Right when it started off, they just ran to the center, started throwing punches. It was
I will say I'm glad I watched like the 18 promo videos that they had leading up to that on YouTube, because I thought I was gonna go into that expecting like a 6-star match. Like that's what I was expecting. But the fact that they were both saying like this is gonna be a street fight. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, this is gonna actually they're gonna beat the piss out of each other. They're not even really gonna do any technical wrestling or too much of it at least. So I think that helped me out a little bit, and that gave me like perspective on the match.
Those promos leading up to it and recaps were so good.
They go away. Like I love the fact like the press conferences are so great.
Yes, it
Like,
seems real.
Write that down. Write that down.
What are you laughing at, fuck face?
Yeah.
All the swearing during the paper.
Swearing like F-bombs. My God.
If you watch a Tamatonga, or was it Tamatonga? No, if you watch a Tamatonga or Tamatonga. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
If you watch one of his matches, like the one he faced Kenny when the Bullet Club was like in trouble or whatever. You motherfucker.
I remember that, yeah. He is so good.
Like, spit on a fan. Like, what?
Just the way he, like his sneer, the way Tamatonga carries himself, like he's really good.
I just imagine him as like the really, really bad version of the Usos, like the Usos.
Yes.
Yeah, he just like it's like actually been to the Uso penitentiary.
Yeah.
He actually ran it.
Yeah. So like ever since Wrestle Kingdom, me and Joey have been announcing people's names like the Japanese announcers. Kenny Omega, just like
Mata Jackson-san, Nika Jackson-san, the Young Bucks.
We were trying to see if we could contact that guy to be the announcer for our ping pong.
How did it work?
He didn't answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed.
You
called the wrong number.
You should tweet right at him. Then
I should.
He'll get
that's
the
huge.
message. Yeah.
Nika Jackson-san.
Tama-tonga.
That's what I'm saying. I literally said that all day Saturday.
Tama-tonga.
Tama-tonga.
That's great. I'm sorry. We're rambling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
That's a
Fine.
podcast about
Yeah,
wrestling.
right.
It's totally
Yeah.
okay.
So then the last match, Shannon and I, we it was late on Thursday when we got through Omega Jericho, and we started this match and we weren't really feeling it. So we're like, we're gonna watch this tomorrow.
It seemed slower after the Jericho match and Omega match. Like I don't know why, but it
It
felt like
started slow.
Yeah,
It's because we were on a roller coaster of emotions.
I think
Totally.
so.
Jericho, Omega. So by
Yeah.
the time it came to that, we
We
didn't
watched
watch
it the
either.
next day.
No,
and
we went to
I
bed.
really liked it.
Mhm.
I liked it the next day quite a bit. It started slow. I don't think it was as good as the Omega Jericho match, but it was
It was a good
very
match,
very
though.
good. Yeah.
Did you guys sign up for New Japan World for this, or do you guys already have it?
I already had it.
Okay,
Yeah.
because they added like 25,000 new subscribers
Yep.
over like the last
Wow.
week. So, yeah,
Which is kind of surprising because this aired on Access like 2 days later.
yeah.
Which we did watch. We rewatched the Jericho Omega match with JR's commentary.
I was like,
which
"Can we
was
watch
cool.
it with JR?" He's like, "Yeah."
Those
Oh,
guys on New Japan are really good on the network.
that was Don Callis, the guy that was the announcer. He was the one that actually set up the Omega Jericho match. If you
Yep.
listen to, did you guys listen to Jericho's podcast with him on
I
it?
started it.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's all about how the match all came together. And Don Callis
Wasn't Don Callis in the news today too?
I think because he like just took over Impact, I believe, or something.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
he was seen with Matt Hardy, and I guess helped Matt Hardy make up with Impact. And it sounds like they're giving him, or he's getting the broken,
Yeah, they said that they like agreed on that today that he can use broken.
which
But
I'm not
Do you
sure
want to
why.
switch at this point?
It's too late now. He's already woken.
And
Yeah.
I like Woken.
He can
kinda
break.
like
He's
it.
he's woken. Now he's
Yeah.
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah.
That's
now you
true.
just need to dive deeper. He can be woken for a few months and finally he's just gonna go.
And,
He's
yeah.
gonna break.
If
That's
if he
true.
loses to Bray, that might break him.
Ooh, that's true.
That's interesting. Huh. Okay. So Okada won. I don't know who Okada's going to be wrestling now. That Naito seems to be feuding with Jericho.
I really don't know. I know, yeah, Naito's gonna go Jericho. Kenny Omega is gonna probably wrestle Jay White.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's
Or
awesome.
or Cody
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna save that Cody
for the All In.
Yeah, for someone. I don't know. Maybe not the All In. I was thinking like a New Japan show coming up, like G1 or something, or
Yeah, maybe.
Dominion.
It's a long way to hold it for All In, but that might be the
Be a
most
good
logical
payoff.
main event.
Yeah.
Mhm. It get
so,
people to come.
Yeah.
Hot.
So it
Yeah.
was a great show.
No, yeah, hands down.
And I am looking forward to. I'm definitely, after watching Wrestle Kingdom last year, that's when I started to get into it. And I feel like this year, after seeing this, I am a little bit more motivated to follow it throughout the next specials or whatever.
Agreed. I just
Yeah.
followed a bunch of like New Japan accounts.
Yeah.
On Twitter that'll give me news and stuff.
Yep.
So
Cool. And I've heard that the next couple events are going to have English commentary on the network, because that was one of the things that kind of drove me off after last year. And I subscribed at G1 time, and just I was really bummed how little of the events had English commentary.
mhm.
I can still watch them. I think
Yeah.
they're still totally entertaining.
Yeah.
But I think they need to increase that.
I think every pay per view that we watched, I watched at least five pay per views. You say, Zach?
Yeah.
we watched about, and every one had an English commentary to it.
Yeah, but it's more the specials in between.
Oh, okay. You're saying like, so it's like let's say like a equivalent to a Monday Night Raw then.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And a lot of those, Joe, we also didn't watch live. We watched a few days after,
Yeah,
so they might
we
already
will
have-
not. Yeah, we will not watch anything.
Yeah, and like I DVR them off Access too, and they do quite a bit with JR's commentary, so
Mhm.
that's something. But
That's cool.
I really think if New Japan's going to continue to grow the network here, they need to do more English
And they need
commentary.
to better their network. Like Joey was saying, their network's like a beta. It's really not a fully committed site
It
yet. I feel like.
sucks.
Yeah.
And then they finally had an app for Android. I don't know if they do for iOS. I was like, oh, cool. And I opened it, and all it does is open a browser to the website.
That's what we were talking about. Like the Japanese are like some of the most technologically advanced people in the world.
But they're stuck in like the 80s.
Yeah, but certain things they just like streaming isn't that big there.
Yeah, exactly.
We had such a hard time getting it to stream.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
We had no problems in the stream once we got it going.
Yeah.
when I streamed New Year's Dash a couple days ago, it worked perfect.
Yeah,
it was that
that's
I think it was Thursday night. A lot of people were watching it.
Yeah,
and
all
we
the
were
American
getting-
traffic coming in.
Yeah, yeah. So cool.
All in all,
So,
great show.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was
Totally.
fantastic. That was an amazing pay-per-view from beginning to end. Like it was
We
really
had
good.
some like casual fans with us that just like watched like WWE with us, and they were like, "Wow, this is way better than WWE." A few of them.
It's
Yeah.
it has a very, very different style to the whole way they do their presentation, the way they organize their, I don't know if you say organize their fights, but the way that they're presented and put on, it's different, and I just
Yeah.
really, really like it.
It's
It feels more like a fight.
Yeah, it's just like, it's really refreshing to watch that too, because I mean, as much as we watch WWE, it kind of like the same old thing week after week, kind of gets repetitive in a way, but we're still gonna watch it. But like
Yeah.
seeing that, it's like, you know, it's a cool to see something different.
Even dumb things like, and I shouldn't like this, but Shannon and I were talking, the advertisements on the ring. Like, I shouldn't
Yeah.
like advertisements, but it made it feel like an MMA or
yeah, like
Yeah.
a sport. Yeah.
Even just like all the photographers and stuff like around
Yeah.
the ring, like
Yeah.
the old wrestling,
Jericho
And,
took that guy's camera, flipped it off.
amazing. And I like how they start all their matches. They have like that far away camera, and they zoom in it really quick right to the center of the ring.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
and they zoom out with Rainmaker. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's totally cool. So looking forward to watching more.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we want to dive into Raw, SmackDown, that type of stuff?
So maybe just like a little bit, some
Yeah,
main
like-
points. We've already went 45 minutes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Does anyone have any keys from that
I
from the
will
shows
say
they want to
that
talk about?
it's not really Raw or SmackDown related, but the couples for mixed matches, I've really been enjoying watching the little videos.
Yeah,
Me
those
too.
are cool.
I have too.
Yeah, about like what was the best one? The best one was Sammy and Becky. Like, did you
Yeah.
see
I've
that
seen
one?
Especially because they campaigned for
I don't want to ruin it.
I really like the Miz
It's-
Asuka one.
Yeah, that was cute. That was
Because he's
good.
like, she's my champ, she's undefeated. I'm gonna win.
I liked Braun Alexa Bliss. I thought that was
cute,
funny.
yeah.
that was
What's
cute.
up, little buddy?
I like seeing Braun, who murdered a man.
Yeah,
this
he
week
did.
on Raw.
I've never seen someone pull down that much. I don't know. What is that called? Scaffolding? I don't even know
Yeah.
what that's called.
Lighting fixtures.
Yeah,
You
like
usually don't see a face murder people.
but he's like constantly murdering people, and we're like, good guy.
But he's also been murdered a couple times himself. He got put in a
That's
dump
true.
truck.
That's
So it's like
That's
murder
true.
for murder. So it all
Yeah,
evens out.
he's
Eye
tit
for
for
an eye.
tat.
Yeah. One other mixed match challenge. Did you see Carmella's training video?
No.
Running
No.
back and forth with the New Day.
Pancakes?
Yeah, she was like eating a bunch of pancakes and like running back and forth to pancake stacks, like picking one up and bringing it back over. Oh, it was hilarious.
Yeah,
They're having a lot of fun.
I like the odd pairings
Mhm.
that they have with some of them. I think they've done a
Gold
good
Dust, Alicia
job.
Fox.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That one
I
made
like
me,
the,
I totally did an awe because she said, "You'll, maybe you can make me a better superstar." And he goes, "Oh, you were already a really great superstar," but it was like it was kind of sad and sweet at the same time because I don't know.
I like that. I think Goldust is probably retiring soon. It seems like he's getting a little bit of a victory lap
Mhm.
lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with the 205 Live stuff and this, like he's getting some recognition from people.
I do
Um,
feel bad when he's on like a 30-second segment for Raw like that. Just think that he had to get his makeup done
Yeah,
and do all that for 30
you
seconds.
can probably do that makeup so quick now, though.
True. Right.
Yeah, did you when he was doing the makeup for Alicia Fox, he got that done in like 5 minutes. Like
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've been doing it for 20 years. You better be
yeah,
good at it.
and he does it. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
So that was cool. There was one thing I do want to say from SmackDown that really, at first I was pretty pumped and then I was kind of pissed off, was Rusev Day. They wrestled. It was Breezango.
Breezango.
Yeah, and
Yep.
Breezango got a win, which was awesome.
Why are you mad about that?
But then I thought, and I was like, I wonder if they don't want Rusev Day getting over, so that's why they had them lose.
I think they're mad that they got over as a babyface.
Right,
I think
that's
they
what I'm
wanted to
saying.
heel.
It wasn't
Yeah.
part of their plan.
No, people are loving it. Yeah.
WWE hates
I was
fun.
I was upset, and then I was kind of like, you know what, good for Breezango getting beat up by the Bludgeon brothers all week.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no,
Yeah.
I totally. I'm glad Breezango won, but I
Yeah.
hope that's not the case because I'm really liking where Rusev Day's going. and
I do
hope they-
too. They're probably like he might be one of the main reasons I turned into SmackDown now. The Rusev Day. I really enjoy that whole.
When we went to the house show a couple weeks ago, Rusev Day was one of the most over things of the show.
Yeah. I swear, it's like WWE really likes to control the momentum.
No,
and
they
if-
really do.
They wanted to control the narrative.
Yeah.
I was happy to see Baylor Club getting some love on.
Oh, that was cool.
That was
Yep.
so
They had a
cool.
bunch of 2 sweets.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that they're kind of letting them talk about Japan and all their
Little
stuff in
bit.
the pen.
Yeah.
And they name dropped a few
Bad Luck Fale.
yeah, Bad Luck
Mhm.
Fale and said Tamatanga.
Yeah.
And Carl Anderson's like, and I already have a smoking hot Asian wife.
God, yeah.
That was hilarious.
Did you guys see John Cena on Twitter or whatever answer a question about Bullet Club?
Yeah, that was like 6 months ago. It just
Oh,
got
was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I
That
I
was
thought
a-
his hair looked a little different than what it was now, but that was
Mhm.
still cool.
Yeah, it
I
was
saw
cool.
the Young Bucks retweet it today and said, "We'd
Yeah.
love to have you." So
That'd be cool. John Cena just has a late run in Ring of Honor.
grizzled vet, yeah,
Yeah.
coming in. So yeah, I mean, it was cool to see Balor Club get a win too over, even however it went down against Roman and Seth and the other guy.
And the Miz Taraj attacked him after.
Mm-hmm.
Miz has been doing he just came back. It's gonna be cool to see what he does. See if
Oh
he
my God,
goes
the-
back first.
The crowd loved him.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
That crowd
What do you
couldn't
guys think
love him
of-
anymore. It would be impossible.
I know it won't happen, but I'd be really down to see Miz win the Rumble.
Oh, I'd be
Oh.
totally down for that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like, I think the time is right to give him another main event push.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
I've been. This has been like the most psyched I've been about Miz in my whole life of watching wrestling. He's back. I was like, hell yeah, Miz is back.
They made it a big deal too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
they
they were
did.
announcing it.
Like the
Can you
week
imagine,
before.
like-
yeah.
Like they have a triple. Like they had the obviously Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar thing scheduled for WrestleMania, but then they make it a triple threat and put the Miz in there, and the Miz upsets them and wins them both.
Yeah.
All right, so this has been a new thing. It's totally off topic that me, Joey, and a couple of our friends have been doing. You know, like in fantasy football, you have roster baiting. Kind of start thinking about your team and get really pumped about it.
Mhm.
We started doing this thing called wrestle baiting. We start thinking about wrestling things that could happen in the future, get real pumped about.
All right.
Yeah.
Bring it.
What's the
What do you got?
coolest idea?
We were talking like Marty Scurll comes on 205 Live or something like that and starts breaking people's fingers. Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles. That's some wrestle baiting right there.
That'd be
It's a
cool.
lot of
Yeah.
really,
The-
lot
and
of
then
really-
the continued of the 6-man tag for WWE. 'cause
oh
it's
yeah.
like, there's like
Well,
so
didn't-
many little teams now.
Did Omega and AJ wrestle New Japan?
No,
I don't think so.
they never did.
Both part of the Bullet Club.
Yeah, I think in AJ, was AJ the leader? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
And Kenny Omega turned on him when AJ
yeah,
left.
that's what I thought.
Kenny was the junior heavyweight guy, or
Yeah.
whatever it was, whatever that title is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I don't think they might have wrestled maybe like on a house show or something, but I don't think they've ever had a high profile storyline.
No.
Yeah.
So that'd be
Oh.
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts from this week's WWE programming?
They made Aleister Black versus Adam Cole.
Oh yeah,
Really
NXT
good
yesterday. Yeah. That was cool.
I seen Lars Sullivan beat the shit out of Leo Rush.
Yeah, which was a surprisingly good match. It
Mhm.
was way more back and forth and went longer than I thought they would.
Really?
Yeah. And then I saw some stuff from Leo Rush after where he said he has to reevaluate, and they were kind of hinting he might be leaving, which I don't know if he really is, and if it's at all attributed to that Emma comment or if it's
Yeah.
just a storyline. But yeah, that was an okay match. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. Oh, and Shayna Baszler came out
Oh yeah.
and destroyed, and Ember Moon came out. So I think they're jumping her right to a main event picture.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Make Ember Moon into a big time hero.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to take out the villain.
Mm-hmm.
What if they go takeover? 'Cause takeover is gonna be a Royal Rumble, right?
Yes.
Yeah. they
Ember
would-
Moon loses, and then she's in the Rumble the next night,
Well, I mean, she can be in the Rumble and
and still be the title. Okay,
yeah, but they're
Yeah.
gonna have to put NXT women in there. They
yeah,
only
have-
have
that's true.
19 on the main roster. They're not gonna get 11 legends.
And I think after
They got
having Ember chase the title so long, I think it'd be a mistake to take it off her this
That's
quickly.
yeah. Let her soak it in.
Yeah.
They
so,
don't. They
cool.
don't really bounce that title around much. You know.
Yeah.
Not usually, no. It's
It's
usually
just a
like you're the
surprise.
next person if you're getting it. So, anything else?
They just announced that Candice LeRae has signed a deal with WWE. Do you guys know
Okay.
who that is?
Oh, she
Yes.
wasn't signed yet.
No, that's Johnny Gargano's wife.
Oh,
She was in the Mae Young.
Yeah,
was,
Yeah, she
yeah.
was.
Okay, I thought she was already signed.
Yeah, she's part of Joey Ryan's little indie club or whatever. But I think she'll probably end up debuting at the Rumble. But she is great. If you guys have ever watched any of her,
Yep.
she's always wrestling with the guys and stuff too. So
Well, when are they going to get off their ass and get Toni Storm in?
Yeah. I want her.
I'm not. Was that in the May? Was she in the Mae Young?
Yeah. She wore the little hat.
Okay, then yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's actually she has a title. Where she is now.
Shimmer or something?
No. You know what? I'd have to look it up. But last time I follow her on Twitter and Instagram, and she's got a belt right now. So, or she did anyway, like very, very recently. So that's probably why.
Yeah. It says that she's in progress.
Not sure.
Mm.
I know.
I really liked her in the Mae Young, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like her a lot. And she's only like 22, 21. She's
Wow.
super young.
She's born in 95.
Wow.
Oh.
I was 22. Speaking of more women's news, Triple H was seen out to dinner last night with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
So she's probably going to debut at the Rumble. I really hope she doesn't win it, though. I feel like that's not the way to push her. She can be built as anything else. I'd rather have someone that's actually been a wrestler win the first ever women's Royal
Yeah.
Rumble.
Yeah, I
Totally.
can agree with that.
I hope Becky Lynch wins.
And that wouldn't hurt Ronda Rousey to get thrown out of that because
Mm-mm.
it's not a style of fight. You know, you could just argue that it's not a style of fighting that she's used to. you
Or
know?
just have her attack the winner. Like,
Yeah.
does she
Yeah.
need to be in it? Like,
There's such an easy way to start a feud with her.
No,
Or-
yeah,
Yeah.
Without her winning.
You know,
Yeah.
3 or
Yeah.
4 people could panic because it's Ronda Rousey and throw her over. So
Yeah, exactly. They all
Yeah.
all 8 of them gang up on her or something
Yeah.
like that. She puts then she just beats shit out of the whole division for the next year.
yeah,
So something along those lines. But she's gonna be the Brock Lesnar of the women's division.
a little
Oh
bit.
yeah.
I hope Paul Heyman becomes her mouthpiece.
Don't get me excited.
Yeah, that's WrestleBaiting right there.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna call it.
About wraps it up.
Yeah, that is our show for this week. Thanks again for listening to Kipping Up with Wrestling. Tagging in. Someone else read. Oh, you're not
I
paying
don't have
attention.
No,
Oh my god. You guys suck
Oh.
at tagging in.
Yeah, I know you had it.
I don't have a dual monitor today.
I got yanked off the ropes by the other team. I'm sorry.
All right, be sure to check us out on our website at kippingupwithwrestling.com. You obviously know how to listen to us because you're listening to us now, but just in case you need reminders, we're all over the internet on all the social media at Kipping Up, and you can watch us record live usually every Thursday at 8 p.m.-ish Eastern Time on our Twitch channel, and follow us everywhere you can. It'll be awesome. I promise.
Thank you for listening to Kipping Up with Wrestling. Make sure to subscribe and follow us on YouTube, Tumblr, and Twitter.
I literally came in here to podcast and I went, oh shit.